Hey guys, welcome to another segment of Fantasy Basketball with the Super Basketball Bros. My name is Shrey, and I'm here with Dan and Cage.
What's going on, guys?
On our last episode, we went over our top fantasy pickups for each position to start off the season. For today's episode, we're going to be going over our top fantasy pickups, as well as our best buy low and sell high option. So Cage, who's your best pickup for the week?
This week I got to go with Jeremy Grant out of Philadelphia 76ers. He's getting starter minutes, 25 minutes per game. He's scoring about 10 points per game. He'll get you blocks, he'll get you some rebounds, and he's only owned in 10% of all leagues. So, the 76ers, they're always willing to mix up their lineup, and it seems like Jeremy Grant is here to stay. So, might want to pick him up if you need some help.
Yeah, I think he's going to have ample playing time in that rotation. It's Philadelphia, obviously, so definitely a good pickup, I think. Dan, who do you have as your pickup for the week?
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Cage, there with Grant, but I've got Super Mario Chalmers. He's playing really good right now with his new team in Memphis. Since the trade, Memphis has not lost a single game, and it's kind of due because of him. He's coming off the bench, getting about 20 minutes per game, averaging about 19 points per game. He has a low turnover average as well, which is great to see, and he gets you those steals as well, averaging about 1.5 steals per game in Memphis. Great pickup for Memphis, and if they continue to win, due to him coming off the bench, I can see him being a sixth man of the year candidate.
Definitely agree with everything you said there. He's been a huge boost to the Memphis bench, so I can definitely see him being a big fantasy contributor moving forward. My pick for the top fantasy pickup would be Dwight Powell from Dallas. He's Dirk's backup, and we don't expect Dirk to play all 82 games, and we don't expect him to play the minutes he's playing right now. So I can definitely see Dwight's numbers spike from the 12-7 average to around 15-10. So he should definitely be picked up if you're in need of field goal percentage or rebounds. Now, we're going to move on to our best buy low option thus far in the season, and we're going to get started with Dan. Who's your best buy low option?
Well, my best buy low option right now is Ty Lawson. He's doing really bad right now in Houston, but also the team as well is doing bad. With the new coach, he's already gotten his minutes reduced by a lot, but they still are losing. So we can see that change if they can start to pick up their game a little bit. They've got Ty Lawson to bring the ball down the court, and that's got to change as well, because right now it looks like Harden's bringing the ball down the court. He's not the greatest ball handler out there. So once Ty Lawson starts bringing the ball down the court, you can see his assists start going up, and hopefully they change that losing mentality right now they have in Houston.
Yep, I would say right now after the first game, post Kevin McHale, it's not favorable in Lawson's on Lawson's side right now. He played, I believe, just about 15 minutes. So it doesn't look good right now, but I think he still has a lot of work to do to set the rotation. So who knows? Anything can happen with Lawson. Cage, who's your buy low option?
My buy low is LaMarcus Aldridge from San Antonio Spurs. He obviously hasn't been performing to his standards, such as 20 points a game, maybe 10 rebounds, but he's averaging 15 and 10. He's still doing a lot better than, say, Ty Lawson, who's expected to do a lot more.
Yeah.
With Duncan getting a bit older, Parker getting a bit older, Ginobili, they're not producing as much as they should be. I can see him stepping it up, and he's got a weak ankle right now, so he's kind of like owners who drafted him pretty early would probably want to make a big impact move and might, sell low on him.
Yeah.
So that's where you'd probably go after Aldridge. It's the Aldridge and Kawhi show.
Definitely agree. You have the three aging superstars in Ginobili, Duncan, and Parker. You're going to see some DNPs moving forward. You never know with Popovich's rotations. I don't know if Aldridge plays all 82 games, but he is relatively young, and Popovich usually lets the young guys go. So I can definitely see an uptick in numbers for Aldridge. My buy low option for week 4, or thus far, would be Nikolai Mirotic from Chicago. He hasn't been getting consistent minutes in Hoiberg's rotation right now. So I can definitely see the minutes go up, and with the minutes going up, you're going to see more threes, you're going to see a better field goal average, and you're going to see a lot of good defensive statistics that you need to really win or push you forward in the fantasy season. So now we're going to move on to our best sell high option. And we're going to get started with Cage. Who's your number one sell high option?
My sell high option is Evan Fournier. When the season started, no one really knew about Fournier, and no one expected him to blow up as much as he has. He's scoring about 19 points a game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And I think most of this is due to Vucevic being injured a bit, Payton not performing, and then Oladipo's injury. I think when all three of those players get it together, his value is going to be diminished.
Yeah.
So if you have Fournier, I think you should sell high right now.
I definitely agree. He's putting up close to 20 points per game. You have Oladipo and Vucevic in that lineup, as well as Peyton and Tobias Harris. Everyone, all those players need the ball in their hands at some point, and all of them are scorers, with other than Peyton, really. But I definitely see Fournier's numbers dropping with the starting lineup becoming a little more healthy. Dan, who's your number one sell high option?
Right now, I've got to go with Ricky Rubio. He's having a fairly good season right now, but that's mainly due because the coaching doesn't seem to be trusting Zach LaVine as the number one starter right now. He had an opportunity at the beginning of the season to prove himself. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him or the Minnesota Timberwolves. So right now, Ricky Rubio, he's the go-to guy right now, but he is also old. So the team moving forward is probably going to play Zach LaVine a little bit more, maybe towards the end of the season. Ricky Rubio, he's having a couple of days off here and there due to injury, so he's not really consistent. I don't think he's going to play a lot of games. Sell him high while you can, while his numbers are up.
Definitely agree with that. I think right now is the best opportunity to sell high on Rubio. The rotation, I think it's set in his ways in the sense that Cat has been playing really well alongside Rubio. So you might not see a change in the point guard position with regards to Zach LaVine. You might see him step into the shooting guard position. I think that position's wide open right now. But I would say if you trade Rubio, it might be a mistake that bites you in the ass later down in the fantasy season. Now, for my sell-high option, I would have to go with Kevin Love. It's pretty simple. Kyrie Irving hasn't played all season. Kevin Love has been killing it, putting up monsters numbers, around 18 points a game and 12 rebounds. Last year, when Irving was in the lineup, you saw a lot of struggles on the side of Kevin Love. I can definitely see that happening again. They have a lot of mouths to feed. So I definitely see Kevin Love's numbers dropping, and I think right now is the best time to sell high on him, as Irving will be returning sometime in December. So that's all we have for you today on our fantasy segment. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My name is Shrey and Super Basketball Bros. Make sure to tune in on the next episode for Super Basketball Bros.